right. Good morning, everybody. It is September 21st, 2024. We are starting another wonderful, beautiful day here in Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix. I shall be joined shortly by my partner, Mr. Felix Holmes. He is coming in right now as we speak. There he is. Uh-oh. He got on the Arizona. He got on the Arizona jersey. Who you got today? Who you got? You got the Murray?
Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah. One of the best players of all time. Humble. He has less drops than most people got catches in the league right now.
Nah, you know what? I was fascinated with the story he had, man. First of all, I'm sorry. I was running a little late. Good morning to the Love and Stuff community. Good morning to my partner, Mr. Kamau. Get to do another show. Blessed to do another show, which
definitely.
Story, he made a commercial with it. It was a story where I guess his mom preceded him in death.
Mm-hmm.
And he always saved the voice message about how she went back to school. How he went back to school and got his degree. I was like, no, that's what's up. And they used to play it from time to time. They don't play it anymore. But yeah, I always thought he was a class act. You never heard nothing about him off the field. He did go to the Super Bowl, but they didn't win it. But yeah, he did. I just think he should have got out of Arizona longer than the time he stayed.
Well, he came up in the old days where, in terms of his dad being a sports writer and seeing you go where you go and that's where you're supposed to be and you spend your time there. So he had that kind of mentality.
Right.
Yeah, great player, great guy. Yeah, now he's running his businesses and he's doing very, very, very well.
Yeah. And
now they got another rookie down there that's supposed to be the next Larry Fitzgerald, but we're gonna see a legacy player. We're gonna see what happens with him, and he went down the road, up the road from me, down the road from you. Right. So it's a good legacy. It's a good look right now, and he's having a halfway decent season. But he probably gonna have a better season start tomorrow. But we're gonna get to that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. 7-10.
Right. We say
7-10.
Yes. Tomorrow's make break game. We're gonna get there, But first, we got to definitely start with our topic of the week, which was brought to by you, the people out there watching us. Good morning, Mr. Stephen Harris, our super sports fan, who's always with us every week and always making things happen and giving me lots of inside stuff. I know he voted as well for our first topic of the week is, will the Detroit Tigers qualify for the wild card? They are right now, they are one game out of the wild card after losing yesterday to the Orioles. They were a half a game out yesterday, so that means that for them to lose somebody else lost as well, because they would have been a whole game and a half back or more had they had some other dominoes around them had won as well. And they play today. They play this afternoon in Baltimore. They play tomorrow in Baltimore. They come home next week for 2 home stands, and that'll be the end of the season. I think they have 8 games left in the season, so it's getting down to the wire right now. They are 80-74, and of course, Viva los Tigres.
Okay.
Viva los Tigres.
Okay.
Viva los Tigres.
We were just here we were just here recently. You remember this, right?
Yes.
Pressure bust pipes. Yeah, your beloved Red Wings was in the same position. How did that fare out?
Well, it's a little different. It's a little different.
It's a little different.
Here's what makes it different. They may play about 200 yards from each other, but one team plays on skates, the other team plays on spikes. So we can see. The situation is very, very similar.
Bottom line is, you'll be at home. Next week, you'll be saying, man, we were so close. And I'll be like, where's the fat lady? You'll be like, she's at the Fox Theater. She's singing. Because it already has been proven. Last night, you got drenched 7-1. What you think gonna happen today? Same thing. What you think gonna happen Sunday?
Well,
the only good thing is
they played them 2 weeks ago.
The only good thing about Sunday is you get to endure it twice because they play at 1 and the Lions play at 4. So you get 2 doses of losses.
They played them 2 weeks ago and they beat them. They won the series 2-1.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Do the same thing.
That was 2 weeks ago. What's the song Janet Jackson had? What have you done for me lately? That's 2 weeks ago.
Well, we shall see, said the blind man to the dead dog.
Yes, said the blind guy to the dead dog, right?
I'm excited. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited. The Tigers have won 7 out of the last 10. I've come up with a little bit of a moniker. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. You ready? I call it the Felix effect. They went to the game. Since y'all went to the game, you and Marcus and your uncle, they are 33-23 since July 19th, and they've been playing stellar baseball, and they are back in the playoff contention where we both didn't think he was going to be quite where they are now. And since you showed up at the stadium, Felix, they're in contention again. And it's close.
And you know what? Even though you just surprised me with that right now, I'm really thinking, what would have happened if I didn't go down there? For real, I'm being honest.
I know.
What would have happened if I wouldn't have went down there?
Because they came back on that game. They were down against the Dodgers. Ohtani hit that monster home run, and they came back in that game, and they've been doing it ever since.
And I sit there and I'm thinking, like, I mean, the good thing was it was family. It was my uncle's birthday. I got to, wish him a happy birthday with the tradition that he always. But I'm like, what would have happened if I never would have went down there?
We got to get you down there next week. We're going to have to get you down there next week.
I'm going back down there, man.
You got to work every day next week.
I gave y'all my word. I said I would go down there. I went. I stayed. I didn't wear no Tigers apparel. I had on the Brooklyn Dodgers with Jackie Robinson. I went. I'm not going back down there, man. I gave you my word. No, grandfather always taught me, you only got 2 things in this world: your name and your word. I gave you my word. I'm not going back down there.
You got 3 actually.
What's the third
one? You got your you got what your continuation of your manhood.
I'm not going back down there, man. I to be all jokes aside, and I don't even want to say this one. I go in Ford Field before I go back down there.
Oh my goodness! Oh no, that's a big.
You already know how I feel about the Lions.
Now, if I get some tickets for next week, would you go with me? If I take off work, come up there.
Who they play next week? They play
against the White Sox, the last series.
Yeah, but I have on White Sox apparel. I would have on. I would sit right there with you. I would have on either Bo Jackson or Michael Jordan jersey. I wouldn't have on no Tigers apparel. But I would go. If you came on, I would go. I'd go and laugh. Because that's what it's gonna be, a laugh.
Well, we gonna have to work this one out. This y'all heard him now. Y'all heard him. We gonna make it happen.
It's gonna be cold, man. It's gonna be cold, man. It's gonna be raining. Come here, man.
That's all right. That's all right.
You expect us to sit in the rain?
I've said worse. I used to go to the Lansing the Lansing team, and I sat in doubleheader one time in about 30-degree weather. I sat in one spot with my coat on, and I didn't move. The Lansing Lugnuts in the doubleheader, and it was freezing when I went up there that time. I had so much fun sitting there. It was about 10 of us in the whole stadium. But that was 25 years ago.
See, okay, right. See?
I was a lot younger and a lot dumber, and I probably had a little something in my sleeve that day too. Yeah, they played the Braves Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the White Sox Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and so we can look at doing a pre-show. No, that would be tough. We would have to look at the 27th or the 28th to getting down there. We got to see what your schedule look like. I know those are prime days for working for you, but we have to see what we can do.
And it's not even gonna matter because after this weekend series, it's gonna be over. Okay, so if they lose the whole weekend series, they'll be like what, 3 games back then, or 20?
It could be 3. It could be 3 or more, depending on what everybody else do around them.
There you go. I here to say it. There you go. Shazam.
But they was 5. Was it last week? They were 4 games back, and other people lost around them. They kept winning, so you never know.
It's like the movie Major League when he hit the home run. He was like, "It's too high, too high." Wait, what is it? No, man, it's over, man. But you know what? It'll be kudos on a good season because you did come back.
Well, either way, right now they're 80-74, and they have 8 games left. It's a good chance they're gonna win at least half of those, so they will be above 500, in my opinion, in my estimation, for the first time in about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 years, something like that. And Steven say that Hinch should be coach of the year, and I think that Scuba should get the Cy Young, and that Federer is a great pitching coach. Yeah, they got a lot of rookies. They got a lot of young players, players that we thought that was going to be leading them aren't there. Javi Baez might actually earn his dollars over the next couple of weeks. You never know.
Here's the thing too. Okay, so let's say y'all don't make it, right? Here comes the free agency. Does he spend? Do you go out and you spend? Because first of all, you got to think about what you're gonna do with Javi Baez. You got to dump that contract, period, before you even go spend it. Yeah, you got to.
I'm not saying that they shouldn't, but they won't. Why? History. They kept Cabrera around there. They tried him out there like Weekend at Bernie's. So you know they're not gonna get rid of Javi Baez.
Well, maybe, but then that was a different regime. That was Al Avila. This is somebody else.
Same owners.
But what I'm saying is it was 2 different cats at the time.
I agree with you. But you got to go through the owner. The owner is the one that's going to spend that money. The owner
right. So that's the same thing with Holmes with the Lions. It's the same owner. They finally started spending.
No. Sheila came in there different and was like, "Hey, we're gonna make some changes around here." As opposed to it's Son Illich, and Son Illich's history has said, "I'm not spending this money. These rookies are doing well like we expect them to. I made some small changes at the deadline, and we are where we're supposed to be. My history says that I don't have to spend any money."
Okay.
So should they spend some money? Yes. Should they make a few trades in the offseason? Should they go to the winter meetings and make some good changes? Yes. But the history says no. That's not what's going to happen. They had Cabrera out there. We get up dirty.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah, absolutely.
That's where it's going, and I would like to see him, make a trade, Javi out of there, get a couple more pitchers, or get some, something in the minor leagues so where they can, get them down to Toledo and move them up pretty quickly. But I don't see that happening. I don't see it. I would like to. Well, we're gonna work this out. We're gonna figure it out. Me getting up there, we getting a couple tickets, getting out in the bleachers, and making it happen. We got to do this. Uh oh.
Man, what is that, man? Oh, this guy.
I had to get my old school out. I had to get mine.
Yeah, I see. Welcome to the team.
Old school.
Welcome to the team.
It got all the grease on it. That's why it's hard to read because it's reading the paper rub.
Right. Welcome to the team.
Oh yeah. We on the same team. I use mine a little differently. I use mine. Believe it or not, I use this to keep my athlete's foot at bay. It's multi-purpose.
Oh, okay. You can use that for athlete's foot.
Yeah. You can put right on the toe. And it puts it back at bay.
What you mean? What does that mean, man? Put it back.
Okay. If you got bad athlete's foot and you got the toe that actually peel, you cut it down and you put it right on the toe, and it kills the bacteria. You got to do it every day.
Seriously.
Yeah.
See, sports fans, you get help. You get everything with us.
Now,
You don't get this with First Take. You don't get this with All the Smoke podcast. You can see what I learned so
you know how you rub it on your chest and your mom put it on your nose, and my grandma make it take a little bit in your mouth. I used to, you know, she put it, but I learned that one. That's another home remedy. I give me a Q-tip, put it on there, swirl around, put it on the little affected area, and it's good.
How long do it take for that to cure?
Well, if I've done it about a week, I figure if I do about a month consistently, it'll be gone. But I never do it consistently enough.
Right? Nobody never does nothing consistently. Vote.
That's right.
All right. Okay. I'm like, yeah, that's okay. I learned something.
Gotta try. I got a couple of the remedies for athlete's foot, but I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna stick with
They just take you a Q-tip and okay. Wow.
Yep. Put it right on the toe. Put it right on the toe. What Martin Lawrence say? Let the toe go.
This is why.
You're right. We do more than just sports around here. We talk about all the good stuff. We make sure everything is right.
Okay. Wow, babe.
We're gonna jump back into Tigers play this afternoon. They are in Baltimore, and I'm really proud of the Orioles, quite honestly, because the Tigers and the Orioles over the last 4 to 5 years have not been very good, and they pretty much have taken the same road. They built up their minor leagues. They've drafted well. The community's been behind them. They got some new uniforms. We got some new uniforms. They got a new coach. We got a new coach, and we're in a good position right now. The Orioles are in the first slot for the wild card, and the Tigers are 1 game out. So hey, the blueprint works. The blueprint works. Orioles are much more small market team than we are. We are a mid-major market in terms of markets out there. We're not LA or New York or Chicago in terms of markets, but we're doing well, and I'm glad of that. Even if they don't make it, which I anticipate them making it, you don't come this far not to make it. You don't come this far.
You don't come this far not to make it.
Yeah. Well, what were we at 3 weeks ago? We was under 500. I can tell you. 3 weeks ago, we were 71 and 71. Before that, we were 68 and 68. Before that, we were 63 and 66. Each week that we've done the show, it made great improvement.
The year before last, your Lions was 9 and 8. They knocked Green Bay out of the playoffs. Mm-hmm. The following year, you went 12 and 5. You went all that way and you didn't make it. You don't see the parity.
Well, we'll talk about the Lions in a minute because this is a pivotal game. This is a key game, even this early in the season.
No, it's not. Look, man. Look. Same rules apply as last year. You will beat the teams you're supposed to lose to, and you will lose to the teams you're supposed to beat.
We're gonna go to get the lines. We're gonna get the lines. We're gonna wish the Tigers well. We're gonna set it up to get out there to watch the game. We're gonna go live in the stadium, and we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna order the hot dogs and have a good time. We both gonna be drinking water because we both. I'm off the sauce for a minute, and that's a whole nother story because of my lifestyle change. But we're gonna get there.
Those hot dogs at the game. At the baseball game and hot dogs at high school sporting events, man, I could go broke.
Mm-hmm. I could go broke. Yep. But I mean, you know what the secret is? They took the old they took out the old grills from Tiger Stadium and installed them in Comerica Park.
Oh. So that's why when they be wrapped in that paper and stuff, that's why they like that.
No, I'm talking about the grills were seasoned over years, hot dog over hot dog over hot dog. Okay. They took them out, shipped them over to Comerica Park, and they cook on them.
Man, I had a friend, rest in peace. He was like, "You're the only guy I know who goes to a high school basketball game and spend almost $40 on concession."
I do that too, and I don't even eat it. But the thing is, I don't even normally eat it, and here's why. Known from being a coach for years in high school, That's how schools make their money.
Okay.
So that's my, they kind of make money on the door a little bit, but for the most, because by the time you finish paying the bill on the lights and on the field and paying your workers, they kind of break even there. But that's how they make their money. They make their money in concessions. The parents donate so much stuff. They donate. You ask each parent each year to donate a case of soda, so then you can make your money back, and then that's how you buy your candy. You make your most money on your popcorn. That's where you really make your money. So I go in and I buy stuff, and a lot of times I buy, hey kids, you want a hot dog? Kids, you want a Gatorade? Because I know that's how the schools make their money.
Oh,
that's how they make their money. So you got to help out. You got to help out. So that's what I do. All right, we're gonna jump in the college football. We got MSU versus Boston College, 8:00 game on the ACC network tonight. There was talk about moving it over to ABC, but it's gonna stay on the ACC network tonight. We got two teams that are playing above what people thought. MSU at 3-0, Boston College at 2-1, and I'm excited about this game tonight. Boston College was pretty close to winning last week. I forgot who they played, but they were pretty close to winning. And of course, I got to ask, did you think Michigan State was going to be 3-0 right now?
No, I probably would have changed them numbers around. 1-2, maybe 0-3. Because, I'm not fond of the Smith guy. I'm not going to even sit up here and lie. I'm not. I think, and at this day, I was at the point where I was like, call D'Antonio back. See if you can get Mark to come back. Then I even got to the point where call my man and tell him, let's let bygones be bygones. We made a mistake. Come back. But remember when John L. Smith got hired? That's what I got. That's what I envisioned this guy. And they was like, well, what does the L stand for? The L stands for Lansing. And remember he smacked Jeff Smoker, the quarterback. Yeah, that's what envisioned me. Because he don't show no enthusiasm. He doesn't show he deflated. Nah. And then after you told me what you told me, how he really wasn't trying to come here, it was like we was the second choice. Yep. Man, go on, man.
Somebody was trying to hire him out from under us even when he got here.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah. But I'm glad he's here because he brought in 30, 40 people off the transfer portal, and they're playing. They're playing.
Right.
Hey, I'm excited about that. We got Michigan versus USC this afternoon. I think that's a 4:00 game.
3:30.
Orgy to the rescue.
3:30.
I said they should have 3:30. They should have started Orgy from the start. Run the RPO every play. Go back to what they used to do with Nebraska back in the day.
You should have developed your players. You wouldn't have a quarterback problem. And if you wouldn't have let Cade jumped on a plane and went back to Iowa, you wouldn't have a quarterback problem.
Yeah. He already knew the system. He already knew the plays.
He knew the plays, all that. It's the lesser of two evils, right? That the Clemens kid, or what's his name, the other quarterback, great story. He battled cancer, and he's back on the field. But then he can throw, and Orgy can't. But Orgy can run, and he can't throw. He can't run. So the lesser of two evils. Once again, you shouldn't have let Cade went out the door.
Yep. Yeah. I agree with that point. But also at the same time, you didn't recruit anybody. Nobody. You literally did not recruit anybody.
Nobody's coming to play for Sharon. Jim did what Jim was supposed to do. Jim used Michigan to get back in the NFL. That was the whole purpose of the whole thing. Because Stanford Stanford got him to the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
And he got fired or released, or however you want to say it. If he wouldn't have signed up with Michigan, he would have been doing College Game Day noon kickoff. He would have Urban Meyer's spot right now.
Him and Urban Meyer be sitting on the other side of the table from each other.
I don't think they would have brought Urban.
You don't think so? Here's why I say that.
No, but let me retract my statement. I don't think Urban would have accepted. Because, okay, you got to look at it like this. It would have been Woodson, and Harbaugh, and then Urban. No, that panel sucks anyway.
Well, I think that they would chose Urban over Harbaugh because Urban has a better personality, TV personality. Urban has the ability to talk to the camera and get his point across. Where you don't know what you're gonna get out of Jim Harbaugh. He says some crazy stuff. You don't know what he's gonna say.
True. Yes.
I'm not saying he wouldn't be up to the task. He wouldn't do his research. He wouldn't know what he's talking about. But I'm just saying, Urban Meyer has the ability to talk. So that's always been his strong point. He getting his recruits because he can talk. He's a great talker. If you can get people to come to Utah, you can get people to go anywhere.
I don't know.
Utah got a lot of talent up there that comes from the Pacific Islands.
But okay, to piggyback on your statement, he used Utah to get the bigger round, which was Florida. Then he used Florida to get the bigger round, which was Ohio State.
Yeah. Then he started Miami, Ohio first, and then he went to Utah. I think that's where he was first.
That's a good one. I will have to do my research on that one. You got me there. I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. Each coach uses a stepping stone. Yep. He used Utah to get to Florida. Then he put Tim Tebow, Aaron Hernandez, rest in peace, that whole litigation crap down there. And then he went to Urban. He went to Columbus. But if you notice, everywhere he went, trouble followed him. Everywhere he went, trouble followed him.
Yeah. That's true.
The scandal with Cam Newton, the Aaron Hernandez thing. Then he went to Columbus. He had the staff member that was allegedly abusing his wife. But does he get the players? Yeah. Does he win where he goes? Absolutely.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. All right. Steven said, "Go blue." Orgy has a good arm. He has a good arm. He does. But it's not very accurate. Meyer said he would go to Notre Dame for $25 million. We talked about that a little bit last week. Michigan, he probably will. I agree. It's probably going to be ball control offense because they don't want USC throwing the ball around the field all day, and they will do that. They've been exposed a little bit by Texas in terms of what their defensive backs are.
They was exposed by who did they lose? Who did they beat last week?
Fresno State exposed them too. They beat the Division II team. I forget the name of them.
Palmer Park High.
Something close. Well, might as well be. And I want to talk about that. I don't like any team. To me, they should outlaw D1 teams playing against those D2 and 3, D2 and 3 teams. They shouldn't have. When those HBCUs come to town and get beat up by those Division I teams, I think the NCAA should outlaw that. I know they get a nice little check. And they bring the band in, and they get hype, and they sell tickets. Especially now that they are in an era where you've taken 12 teams to the playoffs, you can afford to get a loss. Play somebody. They should have to play somebody.
Well, that's like a tune-up game, though, right? Arkansas.
You can play a tune-up game against a Division I team, a lower tier Division I team.
Well, Well, to support your argument or to dissect your argument, look at all the years Michigan would go to the Citrus Bowl against Florida, and then the following year they didn't play nobody out of conference. So you can't really. That's like dime side donuts. Look at their schedule. I'm talking about before Jim got there. They weren't playing nobody out of conference, and then every year they end up going to the Citrus Bowl and they will play Florida. Ron Zook them. Where's the competition at? So then when they finally did get into the playoffs, they get smacked around by Georgia. They get smacked around by TCU. They got smacked. You're not playing nobody through the season. They don't play Notre Dame.
Let me make my point. Play against somebody. Right. So when you get there.
So what I'm saying that is Arkansas State last week was like, we lost to Texas. Nobody had them beating Texas, right? Me, you included. Steve Harris included. Nobody had to beat Texas. What's to come after Texas? Let me lick my wounds. Arkansas State. They didn't put Appalachian State right there. They didn't put Nebraska right there.
They're not coming back to the big house no more.
They'll come back. They'll come
back. If
the zeros is right in the check, they'll come back.
I'm saying Appalachian State will say, yes, we'll come back. Right. Like, no, you were not. Right. We love you. You got your one. Keep it moving. Right. That's not going to happen again.
Right.
You're right, Steve. They did play against Texas. Jim did schedule that game for them, and I applaud him for making that choice. But come on, bring Notre Dame back. Come on, State playing against Notre Dame. They start next year against Notre Dame again, or 2 years they bring the home back. Come on, play against Notre Dame again. Come on.
I don't want to play against them under the tarnished dome. No, and then Marcus Freeman down there too. I don't want to play against them. That's why they ended the series.
Marcus Freeman versus Sharon Moore.
I'm taking Marcus Freeman.
I know what I'm saying. Marcus Freeman versus Sharon Moore. Come on now, that's a great series right there. I would want to
see. I know where you're going. No, we can't do that because for the simple fact we already had that. We seen that movie already, right? When my man was at Michigan State and Tyrone Willingham was at Notre Dame. How did that fold out? So we already seen that, man. Nah. Same thing in the Super Bowl. When Tony Dungy went against my man from the Bears.
Right.
That ended up coaching Illinois. We already seen that, man.
Santa Claus with the white beard. I forgot his name. Went down to Houston.
You know what? When they did hire him to coach the Texans, that was just to put some money in his pocket. Yeah. They knew Texas wasn't going nowhere.
See, but here's the good part. He lost that last game of the season, and who would they draft? C.J. Stroud. They wasn't gonna get C.J. Stroud. They was gonna get the other boy that's in Carolina. But you know.
Oh, you talking about Bryce?
Bryce. They're gonna get Bryce. We're gonna talk about Bryce in a few minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right, let's move on quickly to Colorado and the Deion watch. We always gotta bring Mr. Deion Sanders he got some nice commercials, boy. Him and his sons got KFC now. He got Aflac. He got all kind of great commercials out there, bro.
Absolutely.
They are at Baylor, I want to say. They're at Baylor this week. I think I put them in the predictions, I think. But they go to Baylor, down the road, down in the capital, down in Austin, where they got one of my favorite barbecue places of all time, Franklin. Franklin's already wrapped around the corner if you're gonna get any kind of food up. You got to be there like the day before and camp out, especially on the game day.
Really?
Franklin's is the best in the country. Oh man. I went there about 5 years ago, if not a few more, maybe about 6. And we got there on a weekday, and it was wrapped around the corner. We was lucky to get some food. Best barbecue I ever had in my life, easily. I had their burnt ends. Man, it's worth it. It was worth the drive down there. All right, let's see. Arch Manning gets his first start talking about Texas, in Baylor. Arch Manning gets his first start against Louisiana Monroe. Last week, Ewers got hurt and he came in the game and he ran and juked the guy out of his socks and scored the long touchdown. Is this the start of the Arch Manning time in Texas, or are they gonna bring Ewers back when he's healthy?
I mean, you had to play him, right? But no, Steve ain't about to do that. Steve ain't gonna do that because that's what you got waiting in the wings, right? Same thing. Okay. When I look at this situation, I go back to when Chris Leak. Remember Chris Leak? Mm-hmm. Chris Leak was a top 5 high school athlete to come out, Gatorade player, all that. Went down to Florida. It was the Chris Leak show. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, here comes Timmy Tebow. They made Chris Leak a wideout. He went from quarterback to a wideout. It was like, wow, you just forget Chris Leak. Mm-hmm. And it was the Tim Tebow show from there on. So
Jesus.
I say that to say this. They're going to let the Quinn Ewers, because it's a senior season. So just let it play out. And that's what you got looking. But can you imagine next year, the hoopla that's going to be down with the horns? Oh, my God. Another Manning behind. Oh, God. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be outrageous. I wish Arch the best. He's starting today. I don't think he's going to give it back. I think once he got it, it's going to be his. Quinn Ewers is going to be on the sideline. He's going to get that championship or at least get to the playoffs like what's the name did with the Patriots. The guy who was there all them years and Tom Brady took over. He's going to get his ring, but he's going to get that ring as a backup.
Oh, you talking about Bledsoe?
Yeah, Bledsoe gonna get his ring. Viewers gonna get his ring. He gonna stay on the Dr. Pepper commercials. He earned it.
I'm telling you, Steve ain't about to mess that up. Don't you know that? No, Steve ain't about to do that. Steve a good coach.
Steve know what that. Hey, the boosters is boosters say, hey, your wife like them red bottoms. We gonna keep buying them red bottoms. You gonna have to keep playing Arch Manning.
Okay, hold on. Which one of them is his father? Eli, that's his father.
No, his father is the one who got hurt in high school, in college.
Cooper.
The supposed best of the three who never made it because he got hurt.
You know about Cooper Manning?
Yes, he's Cooper's son.
Man, I'm good. Okay, nah, I didn't heard it all. All right. See y'all tomorrow. See y'all next Saturday. I'm gone, man. What? Yeah, because
really
him and Peyton played together. He was a junior. Peyton was a junior when he was a senior, the year he got hurt. Okay. Oh, that's his son? I thought that was Eli's son. Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, that's not Eli's son.
And you
Really quick, we got the Pac-12 coming up. They went and raided the Mountain West. The Pac-12 is now going to be a lower division D1 conference. Boise State, Colorado State, Fresno State, Saginaw State will join Oregon State and Washington State. They instead of calling it the Pac-12, they should call it the states. The states.
Saginaw State.
They raided the Pac-12, especially since Utah ended up in left and went to
Saginaw State.
Yeah. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16 conference. They probably gonna grab a few more. They're probably gonna get a couple of them old school Big East teams and bring them over there, or bring up Stanford, since Stanford in the ACC now. Stanford got to go all the way across the country to play teams. You know, they probably gonna get Stanford. That's gonna be my guess. Get them to come back to the Pac-12. That's gonna be my guess. All right, we got the game of the weeks probably from my perspective. Utah versus Oklahoma State. This afternoon we gonna drop them in the predictions a little bit later on. All right, don't forget to click like, click share. Get the book Great for This Journey every day. You can get this on Amazon, on Prime. You can get it to your house in less than 24 hours. Written by the man, the whiz that lives in Oz, Mr. Marcus Holm, the man in the background, taking care of business for us, keeping everything on track for us. I'm gonna get a time alert in a minute. I already know. Yes, sir. I know where we at. We a little behind, but that's okay. It's a good show today. We're gonna keep talking. We're gonna get it right. Me and Felix keep bringing these topics up. Don't forget to call your cousins. Text somebody right now. Let them know. Kamau and Felix on here. We talking that sports, and I got it on LinkedIn right here on my phone. I got YouTube on the TV. You can put it on your TV and broadcast it all through your house while you're cleaning up. Don't forget, we the soul train of this generation. We the new soul train. Come on. And Felix Sports Talk Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. And what you got, Felix? I got this here. I know you got you something similar. We got medical talk.
We did. I found something new today, man. I'm happy. I was like, wow, this little thing.
We fixing toes, and we fixing allergies. We opening up sinuses. Very funny, Steve. Very funny. Thought we gonna contact him. We ain't even got to the line. We on our way to NFL right now.
He said it. I didn't. He said it.
That's all right. That's all right. I'll take it. Bryce Young has been benched in Carolina. I feel bad for the young man. He was pressing the service unnecessarily, but it's the CJ Stroud effect. Same reason why the quarterback is out of Chicago, and they got Caleb Williams over there, and he's in Chicago. He's actually doing well in Pittsburgh. What's the kid's name? Who's in
Fields? Jay Fields.
Justin Fields. Justin Fields.
They undefeated, right?
They 3-0. That's right. 2-0. They 2-0, and they what's the name? He holding the clipboard. He got the sound in his ear, and he's getting the plays every play, but he's not out there. He writing. He the stat boy. The cheapest stat boy in the league is Russell Wilson right now. He's making all that money from Denver. Pittsburgh was smart. We're gonna pay you 1.5 Come on over here. We love you. We're gonna give you another chance. We're gonna give you another chance. But we're gonna bring in this young kid over here, and he really gonna run this offense. we gonna take care of you. We're gonna take care of you. Much like what the coach brought in the former coach from Miami. He brought him in, let him run his defense before he went somewhere else, gave him another chance. He's doing Russell Wilson the same way. He throw him a bone. Tomlin throw him a bone. He good at that. We're gonna bring you and give you a chance. We're gonna give you a chance. Can't help it. Jordan Love is listed as questionable for tomorrow. Do you think he's gonna actually get out there and play?
You don't need it. You don't need him till you get to. You don't need him till you get to the bulk of the season. You don't need him. Malik Willis didn't do bad. They undefeated. I mean, well, they 1-1. No, or 2-1. No, they 1-1. They 1-1, right? They lost to the Eagles, right? You don't need him. You don't need it. Let everything just mellow out.
Okay. I will say the same thing. Let Jordan Love heal. Give him a little bit more time because you don't want to rush him back and be like RG3. That's the last thing.
Yeah, right.
We got the resurgent Jets. The Jets are looking good right now. Are they the team that we thought they might have been? Or are they the team that are they still the team that could be?
You beat the Patriots.
That's what Thursday night.
New England trash. You beat the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
No,
right. You know how it is. Anytime that Aaron Rodgers have a good game, everybody bows at the altar of Aaron Rodgers.
Yards, right? MVP season come. No. You'd be lucky if you even get out the division. You still got Miami and Buffalo over there. No. All
right. I kind of have to agree with you. I think that we're gonna go on a week by week, a time by time basis when it comes to them. I'm not saying that they're not a good team. I'm just saying that they're not where they should be. But they're not where they want to be. Put like that. They could be where they should be, but they're not where they want to be.
Hey, okay. Well, ain't nothing to write home to mama about, but they okay.
Okay. I agree with you. They're getting there. They're not quite there yet. All right. Well, let's see here. We got the Lions. Of course, we got to talk about the Lions. They are in a turning point game. Here it is, the third game of the season. It is a turning point game versus Arizona. You got to go down there and play against the quick Kyler Murray and his receiver, legacy player. What's the young man name? Harrison. Marvin Harrison the third. Is it the second or the third?
Nah, he's the junior.
Marvin Harrison Jr. He gonna go out there. I got to think Marvin Harrison gonna put up 125 and one touchdown, or if not two against the Lions. I'm not gonna give my. To me, it's the must-win game. I hate to say that. If you go 1-2 this point in the season, they might have to cancel Christmas. They might have to start worrying about toys for tots and everything else for Christmas. For the Lions. 3 Magic Beans last week. He showed his butt as a non-premier coach again, not making the right decisions down the stretch. And in the beginning of the game as well, all throughout the game, I'll say it for you. We need to go ahead and make some decisions as to who could we bring. Can we go ahead and give Tony Dungy a part of the team, a percentage of the team, to get him to come in and coach and get them where they be? Because when you got Belichick talking about the Lions are a good team, but they resting on what they did last year. When Belichick comes out and says that, you got one of the best coaches of all time because he gonna call them like you see it. He telling the truth. They need to just play, show what they got on the field, and talk it instead of walking instead of talking. I know you say you're quiet, but I'm gonna wait till we get your prediction.
In 2 years, the coach for the Detroit Lions. Look, I'm gonna give you the envision. I'm gonna give you my envision right now, because technically I have been right. more than I've been wrong on this show. So I'm going to give you all the vision. And by 2026, 2027, the coach of the Detroit Lions, you ready for this? Will be none other than Jim Harbaugh. Watch what I tell you.
You trying to give me a heart attack, man. He loves California. He only came home because he was home. You think he's going to come coach the Lions?
Let me tell you why. The sizzle is starting to come to digress. It's starting to come to fruition. People are tired. People are starting to get tired of Dan Campbell and his foolish plays.
I agree with you on that.
Okay. So it's not going to put fire under his seat. It's going to put fire under Brad Holmes' seat. Brad Holmes is going to go and talk to Sheila Hemp Ford. They're going to get together and they're going to get him. The sizzle is going to burn out in San Diego, right? Right now they're 2-0. Oh, yeah, okay. What's the name playing? J.K. Dobbins was running the ball, everything. Okay. There's two teams three. Once Baltimore gets their stuff together, they're not good enough to beat KC, and they're not going to be good enough to beat Buffalo. Because 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to have to go. 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to have to go to Buffalo to get rid of Buffalo. Mm-hmm. Warm weather teams don't do good in the cold. Ask the Dolphins.
Yep. And vice versa.
Okay. So that sizzle's going to start to dimmer out. They're going to say Jim Harbaugh's on the hot seat. They're going to fire Dan Campbell. Guess who's going to be the leading candidate? Let's bring Jimmy back home. Watch what I tell you.
I'm gonna say if they bring anybody in using that Rams connection, they might bring in the Rams coach because this time. I can see McVay coming to the Lions. I can see that happening.
They're gonna bring Jimmy back home. Watch.
It's a very real possibility because Three Magic Beans.
He's going to cost you more games off of him versus the players.
I agree.
Because at the end of the day, what did he say in the press conference? This was on me. This on me. How many more times we gonna keep hearing this on me?
Yeah.
Just do what. But then at the same token, he's not a coach. So you can't expect him to do that. He's not a coach.
He's not. Oh, Three Magic Beans. All right, we run a little bit behind on time, but we're gonna jump up ahead a little bit. We're gonna jump into the WNBA. Last night, the other day, Tuesday night was the last a regular season game. They go into the playoffs tomorrow. Into the regular season standings. The Liberty at 32-8, Lynx at 30-10, Sun at 28-12. The Aces at 27-13. They're in a little bit of trouble because their best players hurting right now. Storm 25-15. The Fever 20-20. Phoenix Mercury 19-21. And the Dream takes that last spot at 15-25. Tomorrow afternoon, why would they want to start their season on a Sunday and go against the NFL? I don't know. I would wait till Tuesday. I would honestly go Tuesday, Wednesday, because you got the Dream against the Liberty, 12 o'clock, Fever Sun, 2 o'clock, Mercury Lynx, 4 o'clock, and 9 o'clock, Storm versus the Aces in Las Vegas. To me, that makes no sense.
Sure it does. Absolutely, it makes sense.
You got everything on ABC and ESPN. I get it.
Because you got to look at it like this. Some of your NFL games, the early games be trash, right? Some of them do be trash. So let me flip over to ESPN. Let me flip over to ABC. We not going to think about it. We'll watch that till when? 4 o'clock. The Lions don't play till 4. Because you can flip back between that and the Tigers, right? Mm-hmm. Once you see the Tiger game, well, they about to lose. You're gonna go back to ABC or ESPN, right? Okay. Now you're gonna watch that. The Liberty or whatever that first game that started at 12 is over. Now you're about to watch the Lions. Once you see 28-7 at the half, the Cardinals is winning. Let me go back to the WNBA. Get ready for Sunday night. Trust me, I can be your program channel coordinator all day long. This is what I do. Trust me.
I still think that they should have done a better job of scheduling.
Because if you would have did it, to piggyback off what you said, if you would have did it Tuesday, Wednesday, come on, we work afternoons. I don't want to keep looking at my phone to keep up with the Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner them doing. But I'm not at work later on today. I'm not at work tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? So I can flip back and forth. Them first 12, them 1 o'clock games, like last Sunday, the only thing that was good was the Lions played. And the Tampa Bay and the Lions game was straight. Every other game that played at 1 o'clock was trash. It wasn't. Dallas got destroyed. You was like, man, where the game? You was ready for Sunday night. You was ready to see the Bears in Houston. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I would like to see them capture their target audience, and I don't know if they can do that going up against the NFL.
Well, you got to figure it's a lot of women too that they into NFL too. But if you can separate, well, he in his man cave watching football. Cool, I can watch the WNBA. We ain't bothering each other. So they marketed it right. Maybe not so far as with the time slots, but they did it right. Because on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, you gotta make sure kids got their homework, feed dinner, wash dishes, put the kids to bed, make sure they're ready for school, pack lunches. You didn't forget. Plus, you watch your Tuesday night program and your Wednesday night program. CSI, Law and Order, whatever, Matlock, whatever. You're right. Saved by the Bell.
They bring Matlock back. They bring it back, Matlock.
Man, I watch Matlock every morning.
No, they bring it back with Matlock with what's the young lady? There's a lady taking. They're gonna be a Matlock. The lady Matlock this time.
There's only one Matlock, and that's Andy Griffin. I'll watch Matlock every morning on MeTV. I watch it from 10 to 11. I flip back between that and First Take. Irene Holmes, God rest her soul. That's who got me hooked. Yeah, I can tell you every episode front to back. Yeah,
my grandmother had me watching Matlock too, and it's funny because I watch it now. I see it so differently. I'm like, they got a Confederate flag right there in the building. It's stuff that you don't see when you were a kid. Man, but it was Atlanta. You didn't look at it.
He liked his hot dogs, chili dogs, and his hot dog. Wore the gray suit with the white shirt with the black.
He always had on a Brooks Brothers suit. Gray, brown, white. He was wearing them Brooks Brothers suits, boy.
Brooks Brothers.
God does attack. You just them cotton suits, but you don't look at it. You see it differently when you get older. That's like the Dukes of Hazzard. You didn't understand that the General Lee was the General Lee in the South and all that. You don't understand that. The Duke boys they might as well have been black. They was running around.
Remember if you go back, since you brought that up, if you go back, they got rid of Luke and Bo, and they changed. Remember the cousins came. Mm-hmm. It was Vance and Lance.
Yep, they brought the cousins in. Yeah. Yes, they did. All right, we're going to, as always, right around this time, we're going to take a quick pause for the cause as we jump into Stoopid Sports News. All right, after last week when Shannon Sharp took over the news with him and his Michelle, he came back a little bit differently this week with Brett Favre defamation case has been dismissed against him and Pat McAfee. I remember when they first announced this case, I was like, who is Pat McAfee? Why he getting sued? What he got to do with Shannon Sharp? We know now Pat McAfee is the man over at ESPN. They had to bring him in because he had all the ratings. He get on there, he get to cuss and all that good stuff. He get to say whatever he want to say. And every now and then they'll drop the audio when he get to cussing, but they let him say some of the big vote. You get to say the D word, the H word. He get to say sugar, honey, iced tea. That's for sure. So he's the only person over there that get to do all that. But Brett Favre was, if you weren't familiar with people out there, was suing them because they both went on there and admonished him for stealing that money from the state of Mississippi and from the welfare people and giving it to Mississippi State University so they can rebuild the volleyball facility because his daughter was over there playing, and the governor was involved, the athletic director was involved. Everything is out. All the conversations, everything is out there, and ain't nobody got no trouble. All this stuff is literally illegal because this is federal money that they paid this boy, and he did nothing with it. They paid him to go get these speeches, and they funneled that money into the volleyball program. As a volleyball coach, I understand you want your daughter to have top-notch facilities, but do it the right way. You Brett Favre. You can make a capital campaign. You can literally call all the donors yourself and get $10,000 because you Brett Favre. As long as you say, hey, I'm starting with the first 10,000, he could have had that money in 2 days. But no, he wanted it from the people of the state of Mississippi.
Yeah. That's
but
yeah.
I didn't know that they had already, lost the lawsuit. And this was actually him trying to refile, and it was turned down. So it's actually officially done. You can stick a fork in Brett Favre in a defamation suit, much like you can stick a fork in Mr. Tucker, because he ain't getting no money either.
Why he beating that dead horse, man?
Because he keep coming back with new lawsuits. That's why he don't want to keep coming back with the new lawsuits. So hey, I'm gonna keep talking about him. I don't feel bad for the boy. I still don't. You got to think the right way. You got to think where you got to think the right way. That's all I'm gonna say. And all that money gone, man, because you didn't think right. So hey, that's on you. That's on you. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get down to our predictions. And before we do that, we want to say thank you and great work to Mr. Adrian Wojnarowski, known as Woj. He was the NBA insider for ESPN and Yahoo Sports. And he was the go-to for everybody and everything. If Woj knew it, it was the gospel truth. If he said you was getting traded, you was getting traded. If he said that you about to get your money in your contract, you got your money. If he said that you're gonna get cut, you need to get you a bus ticket because you're about to be out of town. And that's how it was. He said he couldn't do it no more. He wanted to spend time with his family, and he wanted to take advantage of the time that he felt like he had left to go and see and do. And you can't blame him for that. That's a smart thing. Congratulations to him on making a good decision, and good luck to him moving forward. All right, now it's time for have some fun. Last week, overall, Felix is 15-5 in his predictions. I'm 14-6. I didn't get a chance to separate them out because I was running a little behind this morning trying to get the predictions together. But we're gonna start in the NFL. We're gonna start with Detroit at Arizona. The must-win game for Detroit. I already know you're going with Arizona. So
absolutely.
Let's see. Zona for you. What's your score?
Give me 34-21. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Lions. It's gonna be real tough to go down to Arizona and win in Arizona. Only reason I'm going with the Lions because I said I was gonna do better this year because I've been championing the Pistons, I've been championing the Tigers, and I haven't been doing a good job of championing the Lions. I'm gonna say they're gonna go down there 24-21.
Okay.
We got San Francisco. We got the Battle of California. We got San Francisco and the Rams in LA. We got Bang Bang 90 game versus the new coach of the Lions in 2 years. Who you got?
You said the Rams and the 49ers. Give me the 49ers 21-17. No Cooper Kupp. No, the other receiver. Yeah, who Matt gonna throw to himself?
All right, I'm going with the 49ers as well. They travel well, especially after losing last week. I like the 49ers, 38-17. All right, we got Baltimore and Dallas, two must-win games. Another must-win game for both teams. Baltimore at 1-1, and Dallas at 1. No, both teams are 1-2 and 1-2. So we got Dallas after getting beat up last week, and Baltimore after giving the game away. Who you got?
I thought Baltimore was undefeated. I thought Baltimore hasn't won.
No, you're right. You're right. They 0-3. They 0-2, 0-3, something like that.
Right. Give me Baltimore.
You got the
Give me Baltimore 17-14.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Dallas.
The Cowgirls.
And only reason I'm going with it because they're home. They're the home team.
They was out. Wasn't they at home last week?
Yeah, with the Ravens, they played well on the road all year.
Wasn't they at home last week?
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. So I'm gonna go with Dallas. It's gonna be a close game, 14-17, 17-14 Dallas.
Okay.
We got Houston at Minnesota. We got the Texans versus probably the biggest surprise team in the league. Houston with the C.J. Stroud. The guy that got caught a little heat because they thought he was big brother. When Caleb Williams last week trying to give him some advice, but he was just trying to give him some advice. Versus what's the quarterback over in Houston? I mean, at Minnesota. They didn't think he was going to.
What's his name? Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold has been playing well. I just think he might have needed a change of scenery. Sam Darnold is playing well right now in Minnesota. Who you got?
I got the Texans, 28-21.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Texans as well. I think it's going to be a little bit closer. I'm going to say 24-21. All right, we're going to finish our NFL right now. Chargers in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is 3-0 with the Chargers. Both teams either 2-0 or 3-0. They're trying to get 3-0. Both teams are undefeated. Chargers got to go across the country to Three Rivers Stadium in the home of the terrible towel. Who you got?
I'm going to take Jimmy. Give me Jimmy 24-17.
I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. And it's going to be something close like that. I'm going to say 24-21. All right, going to the colleges. We got Utah and Oklahoma State. Both teams are ranked and undefeated. We got I'm a man. You want to go after somebody, go after me. I'm 40 versus Utah, who has traditionally been a good program. No matter who they bring in as a coach, they got a lot of homegrown talent. They bring in some speed, and they play tough. Who you got?
Give me Oklahoma State, 35-28.
I'm going to go with Utah. I'm going to go with the Utes. I'm going to go to Utah, and I think Utah going to beat them a little bit handily. 35-17. 35-17. All right, we got UCLA and USC. UCLA and LSU. At LSU, they got the new coach over there, UCLA. I think they 1-1 right now. LSU almost they probably should have lost that game against West Virginia. That quarterback gets hurt, that doesn't get hurt. LSU doesn't win that game. Who you got?
I got LSU 27-24.
All right. I like LSU in this one as well. They're at home. It's at night. No, they play in the afternoon. I think it's going to be a bit bigger of a score than that. I'm looking at 42-17 UCLA. Sorry, LSU. We got Tennessee and Oklahoma, another two teams that are undefeated at Oklahoma. Oklahoma's playing better than what people thought they were going to be playing. Number 5, Tennessee. Number 12, I think, Oklahoma. Who you got?
I got Rocky Top, 35-17.
All right, we got Tennessee, 35-17. LSU has not traveled well. I'm going to go with Tennessee as well. I'm going to go 28-17. All right, we got the big game in the state of Michigan. USC is in town, 3:30 game versus Michigan. Sharon Moore signed that contract finally. We got USC coming in town. Who you got?
The men of Troy, 34-21.
Okay, I think it's going to be a little worse than that. I think USC going to do what Texas probably should have done, which is put them away and leave them there. Orgy, I don't unless they just control the ball and have to keep the ball 9-10 minutes a quarter, long drives. That's the ball control offense. That's Michigan's only chance. I honestly see USC 45-7.
7. Woo.
All right, we got Michigan State, Boston College, 8 o'clock in Boston College. ACC, game of the week, night game. Who you got?
I got Sparty, 28-17.
28-17. This is a tough one for me. Because Boston College has been as inconsistent as State has been as well. Boston College gave that game away last week. They should have won. Michigan State stepped up and won that game against Maryland. Really proud to see them do that. 2 weeks ago and last week, they jumped on Prairie View like they should have. So they ride. They both Boston College 2-1, State 3-0. I'm gonna go with State. This game is gonna probably be a little bit closer than it should be. 28-25. Go green. I'm gonna say 28-25. It's gonna be a little bit closer. They're gonna drive me a little crazy tonight watching that game. And I might do a lot of cussing tonight. Probably gonna do a lot of cussing. Probably gonna do a lot of cussing. All right, let's see here. We got we back next week. We looking towards a great weekend. We gonna figure out this baseball game thing. I don't know how we're gonna do. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there. Y'all heard Felix said he was gonna go. We're gonna go get some. Go get them treats at the concession stand, and we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna make an announcement on the page, and this is gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to this. Oh man, this is gonna be crazy. We got the White Sox at home. I already know he's gonna wear his Bo Jackson. He's gonna wear the Bo Jackson. I'm gonna wear something. I might actually have to stop at Myers and get a new shirt. Go give me a new Tiger shirt. We're going to figure it out, y'all. We'll be back next Saturday, the 28th. We're going to talk about it one way or another. Don't forget Love and Stuff on Tuesday nights, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. Marcus has been keeping that on time. Now they got back to the fall. He's going back to the regularly scheduled program. And so join in for that. He's been doing some great political talk moving as we get into this political season. We are 5 weeks away from the election. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm just saying make sure you vote. Make sure your voice is heard. If you're Republican, you're Republican. Your voice is heard. Make sure you check the rules in your state so you'll know when to make sure that you are on time. Make sure you have registered to vote. Go by the red. You got to bring your birth certificate and the card they send you in the mail. Bring them all so they can act like you're on the roll. Check. Most states now they got it now where you can check to make sure you roll to vote. Go vote. Make sure you vote. If you're a Trump man, vote for Taboo Trump. Go and vote for Taboo Trump. If you want to vote, and I'm not afraid. Saying Kamala. There was a wrestler back in the day, Kamala. And now he is. So I messed up her name too, not on purpose because of the nation. But Kamala Harris running against Taboo, and they're gonna duke it out. And if you turn on your TV now, it'll be an attack. Go do your work. You want to vote for know who's voting in the small election too, because there's a whole lot of stuff going on. Be represented. And thank you for the wonderful, as always. I still have a great day.